What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Real quick before I get into the custom, I want to mention two things. First, I appreciate everybody for watching my first video on the custom Jacob Fatu. Here it is. It's actually for a customer. It's a part of a 5-figure batch. This scene is also in that batch. So I really appreciate everybody for tuning into my first video. As you can tell on the first video, I'm not a person that speaks on camera and stuff, but I really appreciate everybody for still watching. And second thing, I am giving away a custom Elite Kyle Fletcher based off his Dynasty look. I have the crotch here somewhere. Here it is. I will be giving away this only on my Instagram. So follow me at MCW Customs on Instagram. Stay tuned for any updates on the post. Maybe it will be up by the time I upload this video, because I'm still waiting on the shirt, so it will be a while until I upload this. So stay tuned for that. But without further ado, let's get into the custom. As you can see, I am making a Wrestlemania John Cena from where he beat Cody for the title. I've been wanting to make a heel Cena ever since he turned heel back in the chamber. And I am actually planning on making a lot of Cena, so stay tuned for that. But let's get into the formula. For the head scan, this is a custom 3D printed head scan from Falcon Customs on Instagram. As you can see, in my opinion, my personal opinion, this is the best heel Cena custom scan there is. Let me just look at that. But that's the scan. For the arms, these are Elite Gunther arms. I mean, you can use any Cena arms, but this is what I had. I turned them into Ultimate. I swapped the pegs out with some Ultimate smaller shoulders, I mean. For the torso, you can tell this is a mix of two different torsos. The upper is a Roddy Piper, and then the lower is the first Hogan Ultimate Edition. And if anyone plans on making this torso, I want to mention I did struggle to get the upper to fit the abs, because like this is the standard. I mean, this is the second version, but like the Piper had the other version where the peg goes into the hole. So I had to switch it out because this piece on Hogan is a different one. It's more like this AEW kind, where it has a little ball and then it goes into like a little peg connector piece. So what I had to do was crack open the upper Piper, take this out, and then put Hogan's on there, which looks like this. And then I had to super glue it back and all of that. So if anyone is planning on using this torso, please DM me so you can have so you can get better details on how I did it. For the legs, it's not your regular Cena legs. Just from the crotch to the thighs, they are Cena. But then the knees to the calves, they are Elite Cesaro. And then the rest is from the Chase Blue Jey Uso figure. I'm not a big fan of how Mattel does his knee pads, because he actually has open knee pads, and I like this formula better. I actually stole this from my boy on Instagram, Jacob Does Stuff, so check him out. He's making a lot of Cenas on Instagram, so check him out. But I stole his idea on giving him actual knee pads. I would like to keep the sock mold, because you know he wears socks. But as you can see, I put a picture up. Cena has his socks like more longer, like over here. And I was debating on either sculpting the wrist, or probably what I will probably just do is I'm going to sand the sock down. I'm going to sand it all down so it can be the same thickness as the ankle, as the calf, and then I will paint the rest of the sock on the calf. So I will be doing that. But now I will cue a time lapse into first me removing the logos on the armbands and then slapping my decals onto these. So I'll go ahead and cue the time lapse. Alright, now that we are done with probably the easiest part of the whole custom, just acetoning, simple decal work, we'll go ahead and, I wouldn't say the hardest part, because the hardest part for me is getting the formula together, getting the torso onto here and stuff, which my apologies, I didn't get that on film. But we'll go ahead and finish him up by first painting up his belt, touching up the shorts, applying the USA flag decal onto the back of his shorts, sanding down the whole sock down, painting up the rest of the sock onto the ankle, applying the sock decal, and then painting up the scan. So we'll go ahead and cut to me doing all of that. And here we have the finished custom Ultimate Edition WrestleMania 41 John Cena figure. Now, I really love how this one came out. The shirt, from the shirt to the head scans to both head scans, we'll get into those in a second. The awesome custom belt. Also, we'll get to that in a second. The socks, the shoes. So with the head scan, both head scans, the original plan was to just have this awesome head scan from, once again, Falcon Customs at Instagram. But when I went to test out the hat, I didn't really like how the hat sat onto the head scan, because of course the hair was in the way. So what I had to do was get a Hollywood Elite, shave out all of the hair onto the head from the head. Then I went and super glued a Matt Riddle hat onto the head so it won't fall off. And I really love how it came out. Let's look at the sides and then the back. Once again, these cloth goods are from Sabotage Wrestling on Instagram. I'll put a picture of their accounts on the screen right now. Really high quality stuff. There's the towel, there's the front of the shirt, and here is the back. Let's take a look at the figure. We're at the shirt and the accessories and his ring gear. Here is a custom in the ring look. Absolutely love how this one came out. from the torso modding with the Hogan lower, Roddy Piper upper, Cena legs. Once again, the actual knee pads. Really love how it came out. The Uso shoes, the socks on there, head scan, Falcon Customs, and then this awesome belt I got from at Belt Lab on Instagram. Absolutely beautiful belt. It has both side plates on there, 17 time, and then the John Cena logo. But really love how it came out. But that is going to do it for this video. I really appreciate everybody for watching or tuning in. Still have a lot of custom figure videos on the way. A lot of customs I've been working on in the past months that I posted in my last video. A couple of customs I have made. Here is a custom Saturday Night's Main Event World Champion Punk in his post-match look. Sculpted hair. Also this custom Ultimate Crown Jewel Seth Rollins with the custom, I don't even know what this belt is called, but the Crown Jewel belt from Belt Lab 2. I really love how this one looks. They're pretty pricey, but they are well worth the price. But one more time, that does it for this video. Once again, like, subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next custom figure video.